Hi guys. All right, I'm just making sure this is all working because we all know that it is wonky as heck. This one is going to be short and sweet. This tab is not overly like, I don't want to say it's not exciting, but it's not super exciting. So I'm just making sure. Okay. All right. We're groovy, groovy, groovy. All right. We're going to talk the marketing tab on our workstation. Remember, we're breaking down the workstation. We talked orders with parties and individual orders. We talked reporting. We talked news. So now we're in the marketing. So when you go to the marketing tab, this is all in the tab. So if you click marketing, it should, yep, see, just like on the news tab, it's all over here, all broke down over here. So let's see, we got LTO, Scent Warmer of the Month, new catalog stuff. We'll go back and look just so you can see. See, LTO, Scent Warmer, new catalog. It's broken down. So you can either go and click the marketing tab and then go in, or you can go in individually and click which one you want. Always on the marketing tab is over here, fall winter catalog. That's a quick PDF version, meaning when you click it, it's going to download. It's not viewable. If you would want a viewable version, like that you could send to people, that's at the bottom of your PWS. You go to the bottom of your PWS, it's going to be there. This one is a PDF. When you click it, it's going to download to your computer or your phone, and it's going to be each individual page. All right. Oh, the birds are going crazy. So if you hear my cat, the birds, if you could hear them, I don't know if you can, they're going nuts. So my cat is like sitting next to me twitching. Mr. Cookie is being just crazy. All right. The marketing tab really isn't that exciting in the fact that it is just graphics. So LTOs are going to be the Harvest collection, they're going to be the Island collection, they're going to be the NFL collection, Alice collection, things like that. So see, whenever you go, if you click here, it's going to pull it up. And then you can download it. And it's going to give you suggestions over here at the side too. I honestly don't know the difference between the two. I always just do share the original. So when you click it, like I said, when you click it, it's going to open the tab. But if you click here, it's just going to download right away. And it came up down here. So either way is fine. It doesn't particularly matter, but these are going to be all of your LTO stuff. So like this is Give Me Candy, Harvest Collection, things like that. I had a thought and then I forgot what it was. Scent Warmer of the Month, the same thing. All of your stuff. Did you know that there are invitations? There are. And it tells you what it is, if it's an image or a PDF. PDF is going to be something that you're going to be able to print out. This is going to be your whole entire brochure. So it tells you up there in the corner what long like these. This is usually like what people will use for their Facebook cover. Catalog assets. It's everything in the catalog, and they're going to be stylized pictures and regular pictures. Okay, why did it give us that? See, sometimes things go wonky. And that's okay, because we just adjust. I would say the hardest thing in the marketing tab is finding what you need, but they have gotten better about certain different phrases. See, it technically should not be that, but it is. And that's okay. Go back, go back, go back. Catalog and brochures. This should be, okay, it is. It should be like, so this is your Harvest one. If you would want to download it and create a flip catalog with it, or if you would want to print your own version off or whatever. Fragrance grid, that tells you all the different breakdowns, all the different stuff. There's the whole catalog. And again, image and PDF. All right, so always keep that in mind, which one you're doing. But these are like, these ones are great. See, that's spring and summer. These ones are great, like on that whole like who wants a catalog type of post. Those would be good for that. Join and recruit. This is where people get those nifty images of like the enhanced starter kit if we have it. It also has pictures of all of the starter kits. So every time you all message me and say, what's in the Scentsy starter kit? This is your transition one, which doesn't really pertain to us right now. Scentsy Starter Kit, so that's your image that you could use. Again, these are real life. This one is not. These are real images. I'll show you. We'll pull one up. Open up. So see, this is going to give you a real life image of what's going to be in that kit. So that kind of helps you figure things out right here. That's a whole, the contents laid out. Biggest thing you got to do is you got to pay attention to your dates. Granted, this says July, but if you look, like, that's your shooting star kit, shooting star kit, shooting star kit, air purifier starter kit. That was May. So always just make sure that you're using the correct image. Yeah. See when it has this background like that? That means there's no background. White background, no background. Party and host. Let's see what's in that one. Same thing. That's how some people, have you ever seen them? They have those cute little graphics for like their stories or whatever. How did they get those? They're here, or they made them themselves. Again, and if you look, don't know if it's true, October host incentive. Oh, that was 2021. I was going to say, I don't know if that's true. So always pay attention to your dates. But sometimes, like, see, they did these bundles last year. So pay attention to your dates when you're looking for images, things like that. Scentsy Club images. These are all things that you're going to pull out and use for your own graphics and things like that. So use them accordingly, use them to your advantage. Just pay attention to the date. That's the only thing I can say. And if, you know, make sure that it's still accurate information, it's still accurate product. All right. The latest, newest stuff should be down here, but as you saw, things get wonky. Now, when it comes to licensed items meaning not Scentsy, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Harry Potter, all of those special licensed items, remember, you cannot make your own graphic. You have to use the stuff. So you can take this one and you can download it, but you cannot add it to a graphic of your own. It has to be used in the order it is here. You cannot take the background out. You can't do anything different. You download it and use it. Download it and use it. Same thing. I remember for Christmas, these are considered licensed item. You download it and use it as is. Do not add any content here. Do not crop it. Do not change it. Do not add a filter. Do not do anything to it. Use it as it is. That is how you use those. And Alice in Wonderland is down there. Same thing with the NFL. Do not take anything off. See, they've got their little trademark. I think that's what that's called on there. So when you have those license items, so when Hocus Pocus is the next big one coming out, when Hocus Pocus comes out, you have to use the stuff from this marketing tab, and that's how you're going to find it. Let's see. Let's search. Let's see. We're going to put in Alice and see what comes up. So there's the Alice in Wonderland stuff. Now, sometimes, though, I don't know if it's going to, sometimes if we've had the collection before, like we have had Alice before and Alice came back, the Cheshire Cat, sometimes you will find images from when it was released before, which, so you just kind of got to pay attention to make sure it's still relevant. See, Cheshire Cat 2020, but you could still use that image. It's still the Cheshire Cat. It's still the bar, right? It's just different imaging, but you could totally use it again. So just pay attention and make sure that it's still relevant. It's still got all of the same things in it because, like for Lion King, something may have came out but didn't come back, you know, from the first time. So just always pay attention to your images. Let's see. So sips of cider is what I'm looking for. There we go. So I just put in sips. They've gotten a lot better about being able to stick something in here and it pops up. That's been huge because it used to be a pain in the butt. So those items, and when you download them, it should be a clear background. Let's see. And we will spend a whole entire month talking about Canva. Yep, see, no background. So you would be able to use that since it is a Scentsy, regular Scentsy product, you would be able to use that for um, graphics and things like that. So even though it has a white background, it's going to show none, which is, I know, weird. Let's see about the NFL. Let's look. Like, you know, that one's not going to have a background, but let's see if this one does. I think it should. Yeah, because see, it's got that there. So it's just one of those things you kind of got to play around with. Hit download, easy peasy. So like that one has a background. This one's not. Which it seems silly because we can't use it for any graphics whatsoever. So I don't know why we don't need a background on it, but I don't run the marketing tab. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why, but tis what it is. So there you go. So if you wanted to do, let's see, the blue twirl. I always forget if it's twirl or twist. Okay. So blue twirl. We've got a picture of it off and on. We have a picture of it with lights off, like low. And you can see it's actually called something different. I think it's in a different region. But then you also have a stylized picture. Not every warmer is going to have a stylized picture, but some of them do. Remember, this image here is going to sell better than if you post this image. This image is boring, let's be honest. It's boring. People are not very good at picturing items within their home. This helps them picture what it's going to look like in their home. Make sense? So feel free going and look. You cannot mess this tab up because there's literally nothing you can do. The worst thing that you're going to do is download a whole bunch of images that you do not need. I think that's all of them on there. Limited time, scent warmer. Yep. And how to search. Super simple. Like I said, use this to your advantage. Make your own graphics. Look for the stylized pictures. They are much, much, much better. The older ones, I don't think have it, but they could. Let's try. Hoot's very old. So see, it's going to show he's on all these product lists because he's been around forever and ever. Amen. And sometimes you're like, why in the world is this up here? So you just kind of got to weed through it. But not every warmer will have a stylized picture of it like this one because he's been around for ages. So the second thing you can do is go on Google. 100% watch. I do this all the time. There you go. Find your product, search it in there, and then look at all these images. So you find one that you like and you use it. Just make sure that when you click on it, it comes up really good because sometimes they'll still be blurry and you can use that. But stylized real life pictures all come prior to, should be used prior than regular basic catalog graphics. But if you're using it to make a graphic, this is where you're going to go. Sound groovy? So I think that's it. Nothing super exciting. Tomorrow, what are we looking at tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to look at the contact. No, the training. We're going to look at the training. It's going to be too hard. So I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your evening. Bye.